Speaking of watching what you're doing, I'm going to tell you a little story. I'm going to show you really the power of God in this story here. I grew up in Detroit. I ran a lot in the alleys and the shadows. And I made a lot of bad choices when I was a kid. And I got locked up at a real early age at state school. Really didn't do me any good. I didn't learn anything in there. But I got out, I continued to make bad choices. Just trying to get some satisfaction. I just couldn't get any satisfaction. You know, it was like Mick Jagger. And no matter what I tried, I just couldn't get any satisfaction. So I kept making bad choices. I got locked up again as a juvenile. 16 months later in a state school, reformatory, I got out. Continued to make bad choices, trying to get some satisfaction. I ended up joining a motorcycle club, trying to get some satisfaction. And the motorcycle club was called the Devil's Disciples. Now, you know, to me, it was just a name. I really didn't consider myself a disciple of the devil, because I did believe in God. But in essence, that's really what I was. I was a disciple of the devil because of the things that I did. They weren't any good. And I got shot by the police, running from the police. A shot that should have ended my life. They put me in the hospital for 3 weeks. I didn't get nothing out of that. Nothing changed. I continued to make bad choices. I sold drugs. I did drugs. I robbed drug dealers. I did just about anything I felt like doing. I came down to Florida. Got involved in a big drug deal. Drug deal went bad. Got in a struggle with a guy over a gun. And I ended up killing somebody. And I went to prison with 2 life sentences and 15 years. I lived in prison for about the first 14 years the same way I lived in the street. I ganged up, I clicked up, I sold drugs. I was in and out of jail, in and out of the box. And then one day, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I called out to God. And He answered my prayer. He didn't answer it right then and there. A beam of light didn't come through the window. But I decided to follow God. Because there were men in prison that I saw turn their life over to God. Gangsters, murderers, drug dealers, armed robbers. Men that changed their lives in prison. God came into my life in prison, in a prison cell. And after a while, after I served 23 and a half years in prison, I had a parole hearing. And they put me off 16 years. 20 months later, I had another parole hearing, and 6 people went to my parole hearing. 5 of them 6 people were ex-convicts, and 4 out of them 5 were ex-convicted murderers that had been in prison. And one of them convicted murderers right now, if you've ever been through Ocala, you can drive through Ocala right now, and you'll see a man's face all over Ocala who's running for sheriff. His name is Bernie DeCastro, and he was in prison 4 times. And God turned his life around just like He turned my life around. Jack Murphy, Murph the Surf Murphy, runs the largest prison ministry in the world, was in a penitentiary. And God picked me up and He brought me out of the miry clay. And they gave me an immediate parole. I walked out of prison on a life parole in 2002, never to get off parole. 6 years later, I got off parole. God's got me working in juvenile facilities all across the state. It's become my passion. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of the Almighty God. Amen. And now today, I am a man with a satisfied mind. How many times have you heard someone say, if I had his money, I can do things my way. But little do they know, it's so hard to find one rich man in 100 with a satisfied mind. Let me hear it. far.
With a satisfied mind.
Right. Come on, come here. Go. Whoa. Oh, when my life has ended and my time has run out, my friends and my loved ones, I'm gonna leave, there's no doubt. One thing for certain, when it comes my time, I'm gonna leave this old world with a satisfied mind. Everybody say, come on. Whoa. Listen, make up. You know, there was a time when I was so down, out, and low that I had to reach up to touch the bottom. And that ain't no lie. I was lower than whale doo-doo. At the bottom of the ocean, you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, I was deep in the pit of hell, brother. Of hell. I faced death several times in the penitentiary, where I knew this was going to be the last day of my life. But you know what? God had a different plan in my life. You see, because He loved me. He knew that I believed in Him. He saved me. Saved me, man. So I just want to ask you a question. I can't speak for you. I can only speak for me. So I just want to ask you this one question. Have you got a satisfied mind? Satisfied. What about you, young? Satisfied mind? Oh yeah. Let me go out here. We gotta have a satisfied mind. You know, nobody's perfect. Now we have trials and tribulations. Have a satisfied mind. Have you got a satisfied mind, young man? How about you? Praise God, a satisfied mind. Yes, we all have satisfied mind. Have you got one, brother? Yes, I do. All right. Well, check this out. Satisfied mind. Got a satisfied